Oh, hi, hi, hi. Here we are again, doing some more stuff. Oh, I knew what I was doing, and now I don't. Hey, what did I do with that cat head? It's in a box. What box? It's in a box. I know it's in a box. I don't know which box. Though. Shit. Probably paid attention. Oh, it could be in that box. Hmm. It's in some box. Oh, focus. I'm a bit tired. Had a bit of a flat out day. Nearly burnt out, but it's rock and roll. You got the touch. Best movie soundtrack ever. I just don't know. I know it probably really isn't, but that's just personal preference. Well, I've gone from having no ladders to having so many fucking ladders. I got extra cool ones that hang off, and yeah, more stuff to fix. Yeah, all my other terrain arrived today as well. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just take it all out in the garden on my picnic table and just rattle can it all in one go. It'd be a lot faster than potentially risking the old airbrush for a huge amount of primer. You got the touch. All bar one of the fickle terrain packs, and I have a load of cool printed stuff for my friend as well. And now the curved bridges will also stand up. I do love this shit. It's so good. Wars print. It's much more bearable up here when it's cooler, that's for sure. Even with the fan, much nicer. Du-du-du. I think it's 40th year, I think. It's 40th anniversary of the film this year. Actually, thinking about it. It's 86 minutes, so yeah. Cool. No doubt another version I'll have to get. I do still have my original VHS of it. Well, okay, no, it's absolutely crap condition. It's been absolutely trashed because it is literally my original copy that watched religiously, and then also then rewatched religiously once I found it years and years and years later in a random box. That was a pretty fucking awesome find, to be fair. There's a couple of stuff in there. There's like an old Queen's Greatest Hits LP, a couple of other bits as well. It's just like classics. Surprising what you put away, not thinking about it, or even forget what you put somewhere. Nice. Letters. Yeah, another stack of probably about that many actually that come with the other assortment of terrain today. I tell you, the maintenance bay is fucking huge. It's like that. Like it's massive. So they sevens. That's a seven. That's a seven. That's a seven. So that's a six and a seven. So okay. So I'll do one at a time. Where did the sevens go? Ah, there's a seven. Funny or not? It's just amusing because it turns out my supervisor loves Transformers probably more than me actually. So like, fair fuck. You certainly find the right people, don't you? Well, you end up with the right sort of people. Seems very interested in this as well. He doesn't seem to have any other painting sort of hobbies. Well, you know what I mean. Like, obviously it's tabletop, but unfortunately you got to build it all and or paint it all unless you can buy it all pre-done or somehow blag someone else to fucking do it for you. You are unfortunately going to have to do a bit of work. So you have to pre-warn them, like, unless you somehow manage to get it all done for you or buy it that way. There's a fair bit of this to it. To be warned, not to try and put him off, but like, you know what I mean? 'Cause I can imagine a lot of people like, oh, that sounds cool. And then it turns up, once you bought it, it's like, oh, and then never actually get into it. Because I'll be honest, I was surprised when I bought the thing. I honestly had an inkling there'd be some assembly and stuff like that, but I didn't realize on some level I didn't realize what it was actually the what the hobby would entail until it all turned up, and I was just like, oh, it's a full fucking jobby, like what I mean? Like I've just traded one building and painting hobby for another. I can't just plug and play, which is probably why I've lent into buying the stuff painted already, so I can focus on the gaming side of things. Because as much as I try and speed up, I do like to take my time with the painting side of things, and well, that takes away from being able to do anything else. can be a bit of a perfectionist, even if my overall work isn't that good. It's hard for me to stop working on it. You know what I mean? Okay. So, which side do we want to put the glue on? I think we'll just put it on that side, and that connecting. Yeah, that's the least yeah, thingy. I think we'll stick with the big brush. Get more done faster. It's going to be the best way to hold it in place. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sad times. Somebody's dying. These aren't connected the right. Oh, they are. There it goes. I see why is it not clipping, clicking, whatever. Now, uh, fortunately, there's one right here. These don't necessarily have to be attached. They can freestand as long as you get them both in, I guess. Or it'd be better to permanently attach them. Well, it's good that they only actually connect where the certain bits are. But, yeah, because they won't slot in any old place, only where those pieces are, which is kind of good. Not them. So only one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it won't go there. So you get five choices of where the legs can go, basically. Do they only go the one way? Yep, that way. Well, I was thinking of either like one this end and then one that end. So how stable would that? Okay, I haven't got another one ready. I think that'd be reasonably stable, or double center because they're not going to be going free. What I'm thinking of is if I do them, staggered, if you will, one there and one there, it'll help storing them because then I can have them intertwined and then it'll take up a lot less space. Or I can have them can loose and then just hope that it doesn't go tits up. But yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to work out better because then I can stack them. If I've got four of them as well, it'll take up a reasonable less space, and there might be stuff that will fit in between the legs. Then always thinking puzzles and how much I can fit into a small space because I'm running out of space. I can clear half of one shelf, one box I don't need, three other things in that shelf I'm going to get use at all probably. Uh, that's my spare Fallout game. Then second edition. I mean, I'll get to that one maybe sometime down in the future, but certainly not before I played the first edition. Um, and then just a random old talisman I picked up as well that can get fucked off. Yeah, I can move those to like a different area completely, so I've got a whole extra shelf space. So yeah, so I'm just thinking logistics, where I'm gonna fucking put everything. I gotta pay attention as I'm doing that, or I'll end up in a fucking shitter. So you are gonna go there because reasons. I'm probably gonna super glue you for also reasons. So how many legs have I actually got? Four, eight. So that's two on each basically. So I can either everybody gets one, some get none. That was what was missing in my core set. One strip of these because I only had, unless you only get four legs for the core set. Hmm. It did feel a bit short because I basically put four on one and then I had none for the others. Hmm. Excuse me. Um, well, I'll try the cross stable thingy, see if that works. Not really. Here we go. Let's just see. Might be denied. The spoken word version. William Shatner. Okay. It'll certainly dry faster anyway. Again, that's on at the same time, otherwise it's not going to stand up, is it? Hey. Well, we'll find out now how stable this is going to be, or if it's going to be a case of fuck about find out. Let's get it on the right way. Where are we looking at now? So right. It works. It stands up. See how much well it stands up when I start putting people on it. But realistically, it's going to be attached to walkways as well. So if I do eventually do the magnetizing thing, as well as it just being attached. Where is the magnet so I can test? I'm probably going to have to get the sheet though and cut into super fine strips, and then so like the magnets would be sort of underneath these points somewhere. Let me have a feel. Yeah, because this little lip here just sticks out and hooks on, so you could have a couple of mil back 'cause it goes up, so there's a good, reasonable indentation there. So you could have a strip right on the lip of the edge. One of these basically. It's just the best way of not while it's drying, but so obviously that end fits perfectly into one of those. So the actual strip would be right on the lip there, that mil and a half bit. So the strip would there, the magnets would be on the other side, about 2 mil back. So the bit still hooks on, but then the actual magnets anchor that. with the fine strip. This is just an idea I'm toying with. We shall see. My only concern is how the polarity might affect the model, since they also have magnets on the bases. If it repels them, they're not going to be able to stand stationary on that position. Although, if it anchors them extra somehow, then that's fine, because then they're definitely not going to move wherever they go. So that'll work out. So it depends how the polarities. Oh, pardon me. I should have an offcut somewhere so I can actually test it. What did I do with all my offcuts? Somewhere. I don't know. I put them. I'm gonna try and keep better track of stuff. That's why I might have to get rid of a couple of things that I definitely won't ever likely use. I got when I was going for my carried away phase. There's definitely a few things that I can comfortably get rid of. I mean, what is nothing as far as models and stuff. Well, there's the whole box commemorative series stuff there. Mm. Stuff I got that I never did anything with. I suppose those values, value will eventually go up. I might as well hold on to them. They're all being completely stored in a box. I think I've got some sealed models in there as well. I probably actually have a look what I've got. If I keep them sealed, they might actually be worth something someday. How we doing? How we doing? Transformers, apparently. Not quite there yet. More than meets the eye. It's not hugely stable. Again, how stable is it when it's actually attached to something though? Completely stable, which is what I was hoping for. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So the other side has to be attached as well, but for that side, it's stable. Yeah. So then I do it to the other one, and I can store them interchangeably. Yeah. I think that's also an element of the table. It's not straight. I hope. Why is it rocking like that? It's also just because my legs aren't exactly wide, thick, as the kids say. Right, so that goes that way. No, why am I fucking doing that? Just go somewhere out the fucking way. Right, I'm gonna move that onto the table because it's just gonna annoy me otherwise. Granted, it really isn't that stable, but it'd probably more stable if I put them both in the center. And I'm not going to put four on each one because that's just a waste. When I've got four of these damn things to do something with. So I could have done something different instead of the generic run. I could have made it, just one long one. It's just like realistically, how long could you actually make one? So if we just pretend that the ends aren't there for a second, so that would go from about there. And that would go from about there? No, about there. You can make a really long one then with the other one as well. That should have been actually really long. And then, you'd have all the legs, but that'd be an absolute pain in the ass to do anything with. Do all that in one piece. Yeah, no, you're probably better off having smaller ones. Thinking about it. But I don't need any smaller than these because I've got the twisty ones which have the magic legs now, which I will get out after. That's not some kind of dodgy thing. So am I trimming that on the side? Cool. Ah, my enemy, Sprue. Where are you going? In the bin. Ah, where is the bin? Here's the bin. Let me just grab a bag of treats. Mm, Can't open the fucking bag. Ladders? Magic ladders that have hooked top. Look at that. Oh, it just hangs over there. How cool is that? Awesome. And these pillars, what do they do, I wonder? They have a use with these things. Haha, locked, turned and locked. Again, that connected to the thing is now much more stable than it was before. It's- You still put if you put too much weight in one place, it's probably going to go still, but it's just not like you should be leaning on the damn thing anyway. So yeah, it's not designed to take a person's weight. Mid-rim gantry. Yeah, it's good stuff. These are very good. Do, 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 do. And now it's even better. So yeah, no, we've got a load of stuff. And I have all of this terrain. I've still got the two bloody units to build. I suppose I've got tomorrow to try and get it done by Saturday. So I'm doing overtime Saturday and Sunday. So I get out of work at 12. Still reasonable, if not the hottest part of the day. But if I got a bit of shade down the bottom of the garden under the tree, I can set my table up and just spray away. Good for me. I'm hungry. Things you do. I've done this one. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah. Let's get the one on. That's right. Stop for a second. Didn't feel like it had gone on. Make sure it's somewhat straight, shall we? Why are you not even try and get it somewhat straight? Yeah, that should do it. I'll give that a minute to dry so I can move it at least. Yeah, I didn't really give the other one much time to try before I started chucking it around, did I? Thinking about it. Oh, it anchored all right. Then. You didn't think that through, did I? Fortunately, I've got four of them. So as long as I make sure I shoot the other ones on the opposite side, my entire plan won't be completely fucked. Oh no, I put them together that way. Yeah, no, that's fine. Dope. My brain just couldn't cope for a second there. Oh, hold on. It's this message. Oh, never mind. That's fine. Jesus. Put your phone, about 50 things go off all at the same time. It's like, oh, feeding us a bit of signal, hey, master. Pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up. Right, so I can go off to the side and I shall prep the next one. Is that actually going to work? Hold on. Oh, good old Weird Al. It's a weird addition, but Not many films can say they've had a song by Weird Allen. It's good that I'm doing the overtime because I'm going to go straight from there and I need to buy some sprays, probably, and some more paints. I'll head to the shop. Hopefully, it's open on the way back. Or I can order online. Probably have it delivered by Saturday. We'll see. I could probably get it cheaper that way and get exactly what I'm after. So we'll see. Ben, so it's not going in the hole. Woo. Come on, you get in there. Less of that. Helps you put it on the right way as well. I knew that. Ah, okay. Start music, I believe. Hallucination. Okay. Give those a second to grip a bit. And straighten them out. What do you reckon about that? Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, no, no, no. That's not straight. So you're flat. So where's flat for you? You're flat about there. That doesn't work, does it? So you need to go out a bit. Which angle are you at? No, you're both flat. Okay. Look to you. Okay. Just give that a second to solidify. Oh, I might be able to move it out. Well, that's not I can work around it for the moment. All I need to do is a bit of trimming. Yeah, so I've still got the two tower things to do after this. Still a reasonable bit of work. It's not the end of the world if I don't get those done by Saturday. I've still got a load of stuff to paint. I'm just going to get it primed and maybe get a base on. Well, if I get the right color of the um, primer, I can do most of the buildings. I'm sure I've got a metallic one. Oops. Yeah, I'm sure I've got a metallic one left. I might have used most of that. Probably I need like a lead belcher equivalent, like a gunmetal for most of the metal. And then it's going to get dirtied anyway. In the building, I want grey. It doesn't matter if it goes light or dark, because I'll just dry brush and quick stipple and dry brush in the different gradient fast, or I can do those bits with the airbrush just quickly, because it'll just be like the zenithal, either with the darker or the lighter, and then just blend it kind of thing in the middle with a bit of dry brushing. So there's a nice sort of fade to it. And still eventually down the line sometime, once I've got all the pieces at the same sort of stage, I'll give them all a quick, what's the word, varnish. And then I'll do some enamel stuff on it. I'll do them all at the same time. Because it's just quicker. It'll be a bit messier then, a bit less uniform. Oh, where the hell did this come from? So they do stand opposite each other. Good stuff. To be fair, for a fucking cartoon soundtrack from the 80s, this shit went hard as hell. Like a movie, like. Oh, I missed a bit there. That's the last one. Actually, done this one differently. Uh, Thought I did for a second. That's fine. I got the legs pretty straight already. Yeah. Stable. Let's give that a second. So that's about enough to sit on there. Then obviously the hooked ones hang off it nicely. Save these ones for just leaning up against shit. That's where I went wrong last time. I just attached them all. Funny as well, because I actually screwed myself over because I attached them over places where I had stuff to paint underneath. I didn't really fancy ripping everything off because it would just be messy then. Let me find the guide for the towers then. Oh, times two, isn't it? Assembly options. Well, what? Well, you might as well have. Well, what? They could actually be kind of interesting here because I could take part of that tower because it says you can build it without it. Oh, I could. I could also put it there. It would fit there. Uh-huh. And a bit of a unique piece then, at least. And that would actually probably be higher then as well, or the same height. So that'd be another a tier of height. That would be interesting. I might actually do that, at least with one of them. Just have one as like the base unit, and then one as an extension of the array, so the array is ridiculously big. And then have just another normal one. Like, what other buildings have I got? Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. So I've got two of them, and that's enough. The one would be useful just as a bridge piece, then. Hmm. That kind of work actually. That'd be interesting. Having a slightly more unique sort of piece. The high ground is truly the high ground. Uh, Obi-Wan would be proud. We jumped into the Ghostbusters, have we? I don't know how we managed that, but let's do that instead. Yes. I mean, yes. Well, what do I actually need to do? Let's not worry about it just yet. So these are the two pieces. More ladders. Ooh. Oh, and more ladders. Jesus. Cubes. Cubes and ladders. You can go over there with the rest of the broken off cubes. Ah, that's what we want. The bases. So we'll build the bases to begin with, because that's two huge sprues out of the way then. There's another four ladders. So 8, 12. There's another one, two, three, four on there as well. Yeah. Jeez. So extra 12 ladders. Okay, so I can see that I might not have needed as many ladders. But I'd rather have too many than too few, eh? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So I'm guessing that's the top platform. Which one's the top platform? Or is that the top platform? No, that's yeah, that's the top one. That's the middle one because it slots in underneath because it's an awkward bucket. This isn't it? Yeah, I remember now. You want to slide it in before you put the final piece on, otherwise you ain't getting it in. Basically, good thing I saw that on a random short before I built it. It doesn't, and I still think I actually did it anyway. How bad are those pieces? Hmm. It's all over. So yeah, that's one of the aerials, and that's the top, isn't it? Ugh, come back. Mm-hmm. Right, so those going like so. Do, 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 do. It fits very well. It may not need glue. That's not damage it's showing. But we will glue it because we're special. Switch to the bit that's gluing in. I love it. It's the innie, not the outie. Ooh. So that goes with that. Does it matter which way it goes? I mean, I bet it fits both ways, doesn't it? Ooh, it goes everywhere. Peaky bastard. Better get some glue on first. Oh, nearly. There we go. Now you can seal up your bastard. You're not selling yourself very well there. There we go. I got it right. Yeah, this then is the top piece. Let's get this quick string. Okay. Weird having part two before part one. That doesn't work. Sorry. It's almost Star Warsian though, I suppose, isn't it? The part two before the part one. So on some level, it's appropriate. Oh, no, fall off. Ah, gravity, you cruel mistress, you. Or plastic doesn't deserve it. Move my finger before I lose them. Yay, get rid of the chunky sprue. Out you go. think I'll be snapped off. Oh, that's good. Cool. You know, I can't be cleaning it. It's great. Get on with it. Get on with it. Right, that's the bit that goes in the middle. That's the top, side, side. These go like so. Don't know where I actually need to be putting glue on these, so that's why I'm just putting glue everywhere and fuck it. It'll either stick or it won't. Well, definitely meant to wipe the brush off before dropping that on. Oh well, what a shame. Yeah, it's a bit more space for that to go. Excellent. Cool. It's two of those done. Top layers. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Still had the same width, isn't it? That's fine as well, because it's not the angle I was going to keep it extending on either, so that's fine. Yeah, I can dig that. No, no, not glue yet. I'll wait till it's finished. So this is let's get these pylon bits off. Do they connect to each other again? I think so. Look at these. Oh, I think I can see what's going on there. So one of these. Ah, there you go. So that obviously goes that way. So that folds over there. And that folds over there. It's a bit smooth. Stick right there. Mhm. So let's see. No, impatience is not your friend. It's actually like one or the other drive version. Ah, try that again without the fail, shall we? Will you be yours? Man, get me there. There we go. Where shall we have the ladder? what I'll probably end up doing is have a triple ladder and have it there. So in essence, you can get off at any level as well. And I'll have that as the only ingress, basically, because obviously there's already a built-in one there, and there's technically a built-in one here as well. So maybe I'll leave it and then just have a one. So it's you actually either conveniently I either have to jump up there or it's an actual slog. So if there is a path up there, it's actually difficult to get and hold or take. You actually have to work at getting your troops up there. That can become a pain in the ass. I'll think about it. Or I could attach two of the official ones with one of the hooked ones. And again, these might in that situation it might be beneficial to have magnets instead of gluing them. They can just attach that way. Again, how much hassle do you want to go to? Yes. Okay, let's not worry about that for now anyway. So this is actually properly on. To be fair, I'm not going to do both the arrays because the array doesn't need a tower with an array, but it can have a tower. It's just, it makes sense to have one. It doesn't make sense to have them both. So I'll put the one array on the other tower. But yeah, my adjusted tower array doesn't require an array. I'm totally not making excuses, so I don't have to do it. ah, I was gonna say, does that give me more ladders? No, it doesn't. I still use the same amount of ladders. Yeah, come back, Ariel. Fuck's sakes. Try and dig all the aerials out. Right, that's that. So that's the other part of all these bloody aerials. If I'm really lucky, I'll get this finished tonight. I like it. Let's see if I hold it. Say if I can do two at the same time. See if it's not a bit of time. Not really. Hmm. What do you do? Yeah. No, it seems fiddly. Definitely not doing two of them. Yes. Right. Tells me which ones to put in specific places, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, fuck. I can't tell which one of those are. So that is that one, I think. Short end, yeah. So that's in the top. Fat one's in the top. Um, can I zoom in this fucking picture? No, zoom out. Of course not. Oh, there is a zoom. There we go. Cool. Of course, the more you zoom, the blurrier it gets. Just can't tell how many indentations are on the fucking thing. I'm pretty sure it's that one, tall, thin. Yeah, so that's in the top of the big one. What else? They're not on the rest of them in the bottom, surely not. I know. There's at least one more big fat one. What is it? Got like three. So that's surely that one. The big boy. So four left over. Yeah, they're the four at the bottom then. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Well, it's not a fucking circle, is it? Ah, so I'm guessing that's that one. No? Yes? No? Well, we don't fit any of the ones on the bottom. I don't think you do anyway. Let's double check. I mean, you kind of fit that one, but it wasn't an octagon. Ugh, fuck. Well, let's just assume they're supposed to go in the bottom. They just sizes don't match what you're putting it. No, not that one. No, no. Well, you're fitting it, so that'll do. Whether you're supposed to go there or not. So where the fuck are you going then? Well, you look like a fatter one, so surely you go in the top. No, you don't fit in that one either. Fit in that one? Do you fuck? Well, the only one that you could possibly be going into then is that one. Um, well, you certainly don't fit that. That doesn't fit any of the other ones. And so you actually fit in that. Okay. So which is the fattest out of both of these? Oh, these are identical. I wonder if I've got one too many then. Ah, so you're supposed to go there. You're supposed to go there. That's for the other one. Here's my missing one. So this one is supposed to go. Who fucking knows? Really awkward shaped one can go somewhere tiny. That one? Can't tell if it's gone in the hole or not. Look at, damn it. Yeah, no, it's in. Fuck sakes. Which is the last one? That one? I think very small. What a fiddly bloody thing, eh? No, you don't belong there. I'm guessing that goes there then. Okay, so that leaves two options for the other ones. You go there. There, come back. Huh. Have I got one in the wrong place? Are these the same size? What's going on here then? Do you fit any better in that one? Okay, so you fit in that one. Do you fit in this one? No. Are you this one then? You look like you might be the same size, so I hope not. No, you certainly don't fit there anyway. Yes, you do. Okay. 4 of them in. I haven't cleaned up any of the marks on my commie bits. Oh no, I wasn't going to put one on there, was I? Shit. Well, guess who's already glued it? So guess what I'm doing? Putting one on there. Oh well, random place. That'll do. Cool. There's a nice abomination for you. Can't really see it. Can't get too close. There's an array with an array. It is the very high ground. So yeah, that area must have been off the other one then, which I kind of screwed up because I wasn't actually going to do that one, which I will now have to. Oh no, everything doesn't need an array. If it's ultimately going to be part of the same complex, every single bloody building doesn't need to have some kind of array on it. The array in the other towers can count. I think I'm going to do these without. I think I'll do the platform, the higher platform, and then one's just going to be a lower platform, and that's it. I'm not going to bother with another array. It's just stupid. It's unnecessary. At some point, I have to tidy this fucking table with plastic bits up. Before I move on, I will have a decent tidy up. Aerial then. I do have a sprue bag for stuff that's leftovers as such. And somehow I could end up with some random arms and legs there, like 5 or 6 extra bases. Good stuff. There you go. Aerial can go in there. What do I need from this kit? Because I can just do this bit now. So I want the leg. I'm just going to make it all come out anyway, isn't it? Yes. At least those bits. Do, do. Might as well get rid of this now. They get rid of it or chucking it or anything. It's just going into this the unwanted springs. Spares, if you would. So many ladders. Do, do. Okay, song. Need to sleep in it. Yes. No, don't do that. Oh, clumsy fingers. Stop it. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Misbehaving. Keep it somewhat sensible this time, shall we? Balanced, if you will. No, I'll keep this one like this. No, I have a stick a ladder. Well, I've got to be careful where I stick one on here now, because you very quickly run out of room. Either way, I definitely need one from the top level to the top of that. But where am I going to put it? I don't have to attach it. I suppose I could do it at the time. They need to make it so accessibility. I mean, it could go there, can it? I don't think you realistically. Well, you probably could get a mini in there. That's the problem. I suppose. Yeah, no, within one, isn't it? So you could just go on the outside. If you're within one of the ladder, you can get up the ladder. So in essence, I, I believe that is the. 'Cause I mean, anybody that can climb a ladder would be probably quite content with swinging around that. Yeah. Go with the other ones. Oh, fuck. More ladders. Well, he's off at this point. They're all a bit fucked anyway. They are certainly a bit of a mess. Can I drop a cube? Yeah, I did. And that's all of that. I believe that's the set. That's the animal for it. It's one of the owls. He's waving at you. Okay. Ladders. Yeah, that's a monstrosity. Why is this camera so fucking zoomed in? The array. It's hardly any on the brush. Well, yeah, brush. So let's go back to the other one. Get more than. Let's make sure they're all nice and secure. They're not touching each other because that would be fun drawing them then, wouldn't it? Lid on the knife. Ta-da! Done. Thank God for that. Rubbish. More rubbish. Okay. Time we on? Oh, look at that. Well, once again, it was a lovely evening. And I've finished the high ground now. I'm not sure if I'm on tomorrow. Um, do I have anything else to build? Not really. I could do a bit of prep for tomorrow. Saturday or Sunday. It's not really much. I'm not going to start spraying tomorrow. I suppose I could do some other painting. Um, did I finish the terrain? I think so. I could probably just sort some stuff out. Maybe start on a character again. If I start on a character, I'm not going to be able to stop and do something else. So I've got to be careful. I don't cause myself blockages. um, yeah, I'll probably not be on tomorrow then. I'll have a break. 'Cause I haven't been working all weekend as well, so it might be nice to actually have some time to myself. Um, yeah, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining, hanging out. So maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. It's not a planned one, but if I do turn up and I'm bored, I'll do some. I'm sure I'll find some interesting stuff to know. Stuff falling apart. Fuck off. Right, cool. Have a good night, and I'll catch you maybe tomorrow, otherwise Saturday. Enjoy yourself.